Now, I know many of you are probably going to be looking at this video, and you're going to be looking at the date, you're going to be looking at the time, and if you did not hear the news, you're going to be questioning, like, what the hell is a Dragon Ball Super episode review doing up so early, Chibi? I mean, at this time. I mean, shouldn't it not be out until tomorrow? Well, if you have for some reason not heard the news, apparently Crunchyroll has now gotten the rights to Dragon Ball Super and is now going to start streaming Dragon Ball Super every single week on a Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So, yeah, we now have a set schedule with Dragon Ball Super. And to make it even better than that, we also now have official translation. So, damn. This was a good week for Dragon Ball Super fans, because, I mean, we now have an official translation, and, I mean, for us to even now get an official translation, there's potential possibility for sometime soon, maybe a couple months down the road, for a potential dub, a broadcasting dub or something. So, I'm happy. I'm just happy, and I just want to take a few moments to talk about. I'm just happy to know that Dragon Ball Super is now getting officially translated for such a popular series. I'm just surprised it took 63 fucking episodes just to finally get this an official translation from, an English site. I'm just surprised it took that long, knowing the popularity of Dragon Ball. So to finally see it translated, to finally have official translations and actual schedule with it, that makes me just really, really, really happy. So, enough with that, let's talk about this episode. So, let's talk about Vegeta's upgrade. So, this man Vegeta went savage mode. Like, he straight up beat the shit out of Goku Black. And that's what I've been wanting to see for a while. It's been a while since Vegeta was just really wearing out the main villain, just beating his ass. And that's what Vegeta did. This man Vegeta, he goes in, just wham, wham, wham. He's like doing a order type stuff from JoJo, just beating the shit out of Goku Black, putting him in the ground. And you have it to where Goku Black's like, why are you so strong? And Vegeta's like, you want to know why? Because you're not fucking Goku. You're not freaking Goku. That's why. Even if you have his body and it's a vessel, you still can't use his body like he would. You're not that dumb enough to be able to use his body. So that right there, I was just like, yo, Vegeta, just seeing this man go in, kicking ass and stuff, I'm like, this is what I want. I want Vegeta to have some of the spotlight, kicking the ass of the main villain, and that's what he did. He was beating the shit out of Goku Black. He's like, you know what? He's like, fuck you, bitch. I want to go in the hyperbolic time chamber. I want to go freaking train for a couple months. I want to come out and I want to kick your ass. And that's what he did. He beat the fucking shit out of Goku Black. Now, judging by the outcome of the fight, what's going on right now with, Vegeta, I want to assume that is the reason why. Now, actually, before I even go any further, let me just do a spoiler alert. So, if you have not seen the preview for next week's episode, FYI, if you have not seen the preview for next week's episode, I recommend you to go watch that, or just stop watching here, because I don't want to spoil you, because it's pretty big. It's pretty big. So, if you don't want to be spoiled, and if you haven't, seen the preview or whatever, do not, continue on with this video. So, now that I said that, let's talk about it. So, I want to assume the reason why Zamasu and also Goku Black fuse in the preview, the design, I'll talk about the design in a second, but I want to assume the reason why they fused in the first place was probably because of Vegeta kicking the shit out of Goku Black. Because, I mean, let's really factor all this in, okay? Zamasu, this man, he has an immortal body, but we know he's not as powerful as, let's say, Goku Black, because Goku Black has a powerful body. While Zamasu, he may be immortal, he's not as strong as that. So, I'm going to assume, since Goku Black was losing, Zamasu realized some shit was going down, it's really bad, so they were forced to fuse together, which raises a lot of questions right now. Since I'm assuming Vegeta beat the shit out of Goku Black so bad they had to fuse, what happens to Zamasu when they fuse together? We know these two are the same person, okay? Well, we know Zamasu and Goku Black are technically the same person, just, Zamasu stole Goku's body. So the question I have right now is, what happens to Zamasu's immortality when he fuses with Goku Black? And what happens to Goku's Black's, body in general, and, how he also has the time ring on his finger? I mean, I'm curious about this, of how all this stuff will work and all that, especially the same person kind of fusing together. And to make it even, more of a kind of a question, I mean, will this new fusion form contain the immortality? I mean, I'm curious. Does it have immortality, or is, in a way, Goku Black making himself weaker if he wouldn't have, fused? Like, if he would not have fused, is that just kind of, like, maybe killing him? Because, I mean, Zamasu right now, even if he could possibly be sealed, or he's not as, probably strong, he stands a better chance while he's immortal. But now knowing that, if he fuses with this dude, and he has it to where he might lose his immortality, that might be a hindrance to him. So I'm just very curious exactly right now if his immortality will carry over, or if it kind of nullifies that because they fused together. Now, with fusion popping up, this raises the question I had with last week's episode. When they were talking about Mafuba, I thought they were going to mention fusion. I discussed that. I thought that's what the big core discussion was going to be about, but it wasn't. It came down to Mafuba, like an ancient technique from the Dragon Ball days. So, with fusion popping up, the two Zamasus fusing together, I wonder if this is letting us know that we might see Vegeta once again. Like, we get to see Goku and Vegeta fuse. Now, as I've already stated, Goku and Vegeta have made it very clear they do not want to fuse ever again. They don't want to fucking fuse. They do not. But they might be able to set aside their differences for the greater good. Maybe Vegeta might, because we know this man has calmed down quite a bit over, the years, and also he cares a lot about his son, and also his speech he made to Goku Black, and how he was respecting Goku, but at the same time he was holding his Saiyan pride while he's beating the shit out of him. It just goes to show you how much Vegeta has matured. And I mean, Vegeta has calmed down over the years, and I'm willing to bet you he's probably going to think about Trunks over anything else, and I could easily see him maybe putting aside his, example of not wanting to fuse with Goku because he wants to protect his son. So I could see something like that happening. Maybe they might fuse to fight off, Goku Black and Zamasu to have fused together. Because, just imagine this, I mean, if they're immortal, but with the power of Goku Black, oh shit, that is fucking strong. That is really strong. That is really strong. And so, most likely what's probably going to happen, you're probably going to have it to where Vegeta and Goku are going to have to fuse. I mean, think about what happened in this episode. There's one key thing that happened in this episode that points towards that, and that would be the two Supreme Kais popping up. Yeah. Think about it. Gowasu popped up in this episode along with Supreme Kai. And judging by the way it was, done in this episode, they were trying to stop Zamasu giving an example and just let Zamasu kind of reflect on his ways, but it didn't work out. And so, for these two characters to be in the future timeline, I just don't feel like they would be in this timeline for no reason at all. For instance, just to be a hindrance. Like, I mean, I don't feel like they would come to the future just for the writers could just say, like, oh, they're gonna be here to just, get in the way of Goku and Vegeta's fight, and, if they die, it could possibly kill off Beerus. So, I don't think they're there for that. I feel like they're there most likely to give their earrings to Goku and Vegeta before they can fuse. That feels like what type of, importance they might have to the plot. For instance, they'll give their earrings to Goku and Vegeta, they'll fuse, they'll go right after Goku Black that's fused with his other self, and they'll start kicking the shit out of each other, and then eventually you'll probably have it to where they get still by Mafuba, while Bulma makes the time machine, fixes it up and stuff. So, I mean, we know that Guasu and also Supreme Kai are not there to bring back, Goku and Vegeta, or Bulma. They're not there for that, because you gotta remember, Bulma brought a lab with her, and she's now repairing the time machine. So, as we know right now, the two Supreme Kais there right now are not for bringing Goku and them back. They're just there to kind of talk to Zamasu. But now that, they kind of got shot at, I feel like there's more here going on. Maybe possibility of a fusion going on. Now, pushing that all to the side, let's talk about one of the other things about this episode. The bullet. Now, I know not many are probably going to be talking about this because, I mean, it's just something that could easily fly over someone's head because there's a lot of good things in this episode, and I feel like not many will focus in on that. So, Mai had a bullet that was made by Bulma, and this bullet apparently was a very powerful bullet, and Mai was going to use it to shoot Goku Black. Now, we know Goku Black, he is not immortal. He's not. He has Goku's body. Now, let's think about something real quick, okay? What happened in the Resurrection of Frieza saga, or, in the movie? What happened that really made everyone get up in an uproar? Everyone was jumping up and getting very pissed off with, upset with, and different things like that. The moment to when Goku took a bullet to the chest. You remember that? It was a big, heated discussion that many talked about for a good long while and still talk about to this day. Mai had a bullet. and shot at Goku Black. To be honest, I honestly thought that maybe Mai could have hurt Goku Black in a way that could have made him have a really bad wound. I mean, when you drop your guard, we saw an example of what would happen. If you drop your guard, something like what happened to Goku will happen to you. I mean, Goku, he was literally Super Saiyan Blue, he got shot, and that was fucking crazy. This man got shot by a bullet, and he got put down and almost died. So, someone like Goku Black getting shot, it kind of makes sense. I mean, if it's a powerful enough bullet, your guard is down, you get too cocky, you could easily probably get killed. So I thought something like that was going to happen. I thought Mai was going to come in and shoot Goku Black, and that might be a potential possibility still. I mean, I highly doubt something like that would be brought up if it wasn't going to be used also in the future. It just felt like it was just there to be there in this episode, and I feel like there might be more to it in the future. But anyways, though, this episode of Dragon Ball Super was pretty fucking badass. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you all feel about this week's episode? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.